doesn't seem to be any expectation for the future. And I don't know if we're
So-
gonna grow past just us. And I definitely do not want to be the leader of whatever it is we got going either.
I don't think there is a leader.
I don't know. I'm getting told what to do by my brother.
I think, okay, so the reality is, do you actually want to go in on this house? That's the first step.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, but you, like, no bullshit, do you actually?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Because you've already got a house.
Yes, but then
You already gave money to it. So, and I'm not, don't shout at me.
No, I'm not shouting.
Okay.
I'll call you back in a bit.
All right.
No, I do want to join in on the house, but I'm also getting told to do this as soon as possible and make as much money as possible in the quickest time as possible.
So the reason that is happening is because if you haven't looked at your tablet,
I know the prices are going up.
the prices are going up, but it's also dependent on the area. And Paleto only has 3 houses available that are decent at 290,000. After that, the jump is 320. Below that are shacks that are tiny because we went and looked for 230 or something, 220. So the problem is that we are competing with the other groups who want to end up in Paleto because so far we know that not HOA want to go up there. We know that we do. That already takes, there's only 3 houses and they're all next to each other. That already takes 2 of them.
Yeah, but if not HOA also wants to go up there, they're going to chip together for the first house and then for the second house.
Right. That's the issue, is that if there's only a limited number of that price housing and we get pushed out, then it's even more money we've got to make. It's 320. And I think that's the worry right now, is the fact that there's only 3. It's not the south side where there's about 12. There's only 3.
Look,
I think that's the panic. That's what I'm seeing logistically. Whether I don't necessarily agree with it, and I don't know, but that's what it seems like to me.
Okay, that's fine. And I do want to get the house, but I also don't want to burn myself out by doing a fuck ton of
That's
G6.
understandable. Yeah,
And I also, because people keep telling me you have to go out, you have to talk to people, you have to do the mayor stuff if you want to be the mayor. So there's a lot more to balance than just going out and doing G6 runs, or and now I can't even do, I can't do towing. And in between towing, I can't go out and talk to people like Reggie told me to, because then everyone else is going to get upset.
Yeah, and I totally get why you're feeling this. Like, I get it. Yeah.
So I want to participate. I want to be part of the group. But I can't. Making 50 or however much money.
Well, you're not making that much because I'm already subsidizing you, like, on my side of things. Why do you think I'm working so hard?
Well, you also need to be careful not to burn yourself out.
What else have I got to do?
Well, help me out with mayor stuff.
Okay.
Hang out with your son.
That's all I do every night. I sit in the
shit.
Which son?
Well, Reed.
Reed. Oh, well, no, I don't know, because Reed's gonna get me arrested if I hang out with him too much.
I don't know anything about the acid packs.
I mean, I wait around and I hang out with Rod in the evenings while he does towing, keeps the company. Like, during the day, it's pretty much... Well, talking to you, Rod. And I lost my partner in G6 anyway, so... Bit of a rough home right now.
But yeah, I guess that's where we're standing.
I mean, okay, so the reality is we're human people, we're human beings, we're pack people.
Right.
So naturally somebody who isn't going to fit inside the pack is going to always be on the suspicious side of the pack.
Did I miss something or what?
Because that's just how human nature we are. We want people to be loyal. We want people to be committed. We want people to be like, that's just human nature. Especially with groups like this where I think everything in the city is so volatile. They can screw each other so quickly that they probably are looking at everything and going, where does Michael fit into this? And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of, you have to be, while you're doing all this and you're getting these informations from all these groups, you have to be considerate of how they are feeling as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not opposed to it. That's why I talked to her about it. I was being upfront, like, hey, is there an issue? Like, is it because you guys don't trust me? And she laid it out. And as much as it sucks, I understand.
Yeah.
So if I want
the-
to actually commit, I have to commit.
Yeah. And the same will happen pretty much in all the other groups as well, Michael.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But do you see that as our group too?
Which group?
Our group. Us.
As in Dahlia, Manny, Nick,
Nick,
V,
V,
them up?
you, me,
Yeah.
Reggie, etc. Yeah.
What did you ask me? Sorry.
Are we define? Well, you define us as a group. Like, would you see it as an issue if I go and quote unquote join the guild, or I quote unquote go
I would
join?
say that from my experience, they will expect you to have loyalty to them over anyone else, and they'd expect you to keep their secrets over anyone else, and they then expect you to work with them when they need you over everyone else.
Yeah,
That's the reality.
and that's one of the things, and that's why haven't joined anything. Is because of those expectations. But those expectations those expectations are always going to be there.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue. It's the good old, are you with us or you're not?
Yeah. But I don't know if that's. Do we have that? Like, do we expect? I'm gonna smoke, by the way.
Don't know. I can't answer that because I can't speak on behalf of Nick and Reggie and Dahlia and Manny and their expectations of what they want from us.
Well, I'm gonna talk to Reggie about it, but I'm not gonna talk to Nick about it.
You need to talk to Nick.
I don't want to because I already know what his fucking opinion is. He already hates and dislikes Mary.
I don't think it's just that though. I think it's a case of if you openly communicate with him the same thing that you did with me, then maybe he might be open to understanding about why this is happening and what's going on. Because to him, all he's seeing you is what he's seeing is like the human nature side of it. Of you're running off with another group and you're 1 foot in. Basically, he's seeing you 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. That's how he's seeing it.
Right.
You're there, but you're not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like.
My son is calling.
It's all good.
I'll call you back.
All right.
I'm having a conversation. Oh, he hung up at me. I was gonna say something that I shouldn't say.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
No.
I was gonna make him.
Say it.
No.
Go on and say it.
No,
Say
because
it.
people are gonna take it and run with it.
Just okay. Let them.
No.
Go on.
No.
You committed. You have to say it now.
I was gonna say I'm having a conversation with your mother because that's what he keeps saying.
Okay. Yeah. No. Everyone. No. Okay. No. That's no one's gonna run with that. Everyone's already been saying that. That's not new.
I guess.
You're late to that party. You're late to that.
It's already under Vicky. All right.
As I said,
Can we just?
you gotta remember that
remove
Nick comes from
Vicky
also comes from the
altogether?
gang past like you do, and he's the opposite way to you. He enjoyed being in the gang until they started to until they turned on him, right?
Wait, who? Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
So his mentality is still gang mentality to some extent.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm saying I'm not going to talk to him, but I probably will. I'm going to talk to him,
You're gonna
Reggie, and obviously, I guess I have to talk to everybody. Dahlia. Just to figure out what exactly Dahlia's plans are as well.
Hmm.
Manny, fuck Manny.
He's just gonna go do his own thing whenever he
Yeah,
wants
he's
to.
his own person anyway. So and that's what
Yeah,
I mean.
he's
Like
an
I feel like Nick is kind of already doing his own thing with Veronica. So that's why like I'm not seeing us as a group in that way. And that's why I don't see it as an issue if I were to go and join somebody else.
That's kind of my stance because if it goes this way and it is kind of like this, I'm probably gonna go join a group.
Not HOA.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to people. I'll figure it out. So, what did you want to talk about?
Give me a second.
All right. Why does my music die again? Jenny joins joins Hydra for the spies. Alright, I'll ban you from joining Hydra.
Why did I join Hydra?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I actually get on really well with Hydra. They've
Okay.
offered me a spot many times.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, why can you ban me from groups and I can't ban you from them?
You can. Who do you want to ban me from?
All of them. All of them now. Would have been
Okay.
reasonable to say all of them.
All right. Okay, you can't join the biggest gang into the city.
Which one's that?
PD.
It's tiny right now. What do you mean?
It's probably still the biggest.
True.
My playlist.
Well, this was not how I expected this talk to go, but okay.
This one. No, it's a
I
playlist.
forgot some
But then,
thinking to do.
like, what do you mean? It's not how you want to talk to go.
No, I just didn't expect it to go this way.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay. Well, guess I'll, wait.
What are we waiting for? Has anyone apologized to you yet?
Reed spoke to me, came and found me, spoke to me. Dali sent me a text.
Okay.
Sherry said she wanted to call me or something, but she didn't call me back.
Today has been interesting. Have we
Okay,
done?
I just kind of got a bit,
I feel like Michael has been pretty good today in terms of like not fucking up speech.
I don't know how to explain it. You just threw a lot at me there that made me think about a lot, and now I'm a bit stunted.
No, you're good.
I
Who
mean,
did you marry?
I guess
Nobody.
that means if we all go different ways, our loyalties lie in other places, right?
Repeat that.
I guess if we all go different ways and go different groups, then our loyalties won't be with this group. It'll be with different people.
I wouldn't say so.
There'll be expectations there again, which yeah.
Well, in that case, we would just have to you have to set the expectations.
Right, but if you're joining a group, they have the expectations that you follow. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's as simple as walking in there and be like, hey, I'm Michael Simone, I'm going to do my own thing.
I know that. But still walking in there, you're going to have a talk about the expectations. I was honest with her on the first day when she offered me the position. I told her, like, I don't want to do gang-related things. And by gang-related things, I mean, like, actual gangbanger shit, like Vagos, you know, holding down turfs, kicking people out because they didn't ask for permission to live in a house, like those kind of things, because that is low-tier gangbanger things.
Okay, so let me ask you a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
You join the guild, right?
Right.
In the guild. And then, like a month later, Nick has an issue you need your help with, or the guild have an issue you need your help with. What
Family
do you do?
over gang.
Okay, but not okay. Let's.
I feel
play a
like
different way.
I'm
It's
okay.
not-
I'm gonna shoot that down because I feel like the guild is a very open group of people, and I don't think they would fault you if you picked your family over something guild related. But then again, I could be wrong.
I mean,
Trey called me. We could ask him.
I mean, I'm just, I don't know, but from my history, I don't know. I don't. I don't understand these different groups like intimately, but I know enough from being around them in PD that they are pretty much groups. And they do rotate around each other and go around together and do stuff together. Like I never really see like a stray member of the guild. I see members of the guild together. I see more small pockets, but I don't think I really see one of my own apart from Santa Claus.
Well, Trey's hanging out with you and me. He's just kind of off doing his own thing sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Like, he's the one that introduced me to the guild, pretty much. He was off doing things with me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Again, I don't know all this history. Obviously,
No, I'm just letting you know. So.
Yeah.
But no, I get your point. Like, if you have to choose one or the other, what do they expect to choose? But that's the thing. Like, I can always ask about that. And if it becomes an issue, then I have to turn it down.
I mean, the problem with using Trey is that he just tried to guilt trip you about us.
Well,
so...
that's Trey. I'm gonna talk to him after this anyways and see what the fuck that was about anyways. Because he did say it was a joke, I think, but I don't remember. At the end of the day, I don't think I would fault you for like joining not HOA. Again, I think there's also a group of people that wouldn't have you choose because they're a very lenient group of people. And you joining not HOA would probably be the best group that you could join. In my opinion, that is.
Okay.
That is not what she wanted to talk about. What did she want to talk about? Please, spit it out.
Well, okay. This conversation. Okay. I don't really have anything else to add.
Wait, you what?
But
But this is not the I'm not assuming this is the conversation you wanted to have.
it isn't. But I don't know if the conversation now is appropriate. So.
Why not?
Because it was quite a vulnerable one. But if we're all going different ways and stuff, I don't want to put anyone in a awkward position or weird or anything like that. So.
What? Okay. What do you mean if we go our different ways?
Well, if you end up with somewhere else and I was somewhere else, this is a bit of information that like I would like strictly between us, but I also don't like. I don't know if you're going to be able to do like if that's going to be allowed. I don't know.
What do you mean it's not going to be allowed?
I don't know.
Okay, first of all, if you're telling me not to tell somebody else something, I'm not going to tell somebody else something. Like what? By the way you just worded it, I'm not.
It's
not telling me that you call him back.
I will call you back. Okay. Bye.
I'm not chewing you out. I'm just letting you know what you just said makes it seem like you don't trust me.
It's not I don't trust you. It's not all that.
No, but that's what it sounded like the way you worded it. And I feel like if we're gonna have this conversation, today is a good day because I'm actually somehow not fucking up in my conversations for once. And if you tell me not to tell somebody, I'm not gonna go around telling people. Min-maxing the rested buff? Yeah.
It's, I don't know, that conversation just shook me a little bit. And as you know, I'm very protective of myself. And I was going to be vulnerable, and now I don't really want to be. Because that last conversation just kind of shook me a little bit, and now my whole me personality is to shut off.
Why? Because you're worried that I'm gonna walk away, and we're all gonna walk away. We're gonna split up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's the entire purpose of why I had the conversation in the first place.
Right, but
Because I wanted to
what
see
you
how
say and what happens are two different things, Michael.
we're not. So what is gonna happen? Why would we walk away from each other when we are this group of people?
Because I can see it not happening the way you think. Slowly, we'll both have to have other commitments, and we'll both have other things, and slowly that'll just continue to be. And then it'll be like, oh, we'll talk soon, and then you don't, and then you don't text back because you're busy, or then you don't have time, or then I don't have time, and then we neither of us have time, and then it's like, oh, and then just slowly it just you drift apart because you both have loyalties or commitments. Loyalties is the wrong word. I hate that fucking word. Commitments to other people and other things because
But you're talking to
people-
Trey.
No, I'm not, Michael. You want to know the last time me and Trey talked? I don't even know the last time we spoke because it isn't even popping up on my phone. Give me a second.
Well, that's just the phone being fucking dumb, I think.
19 days ago was the last time I spoke to Matthew.
That seems
2
incorrect.
weeks ago. So that means, no, the last time I spoke to him was 19 days ago. And it was actually the last time I spoke to him was when you were with him and he came and talked. The last time I spoke to him personally,
it's not about you. It's not. I'm not spiraling. It's not
19
a
days ago when he
spiraling.
told me that he had rehabilitated beyond.
Well, that was a lie. Okay, I'll take that back. But there's people I would assume that you talk to that are part of groups. I think it's not on the person if he's in a group or not. It's on the person specifically. If that's the case.
I mean, I talked to Rod.
Yeah, and he's part of a group.
That's because he wants me in the group.
That's not the only reason.
Hmm.
That's okay.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
just saying. Okay, I know you're, okay. I'm assuming from the conversation, what you're worried about is that down the line, we're going to split up. And it's not going to be us.
There's no other possibility because we're all going to have to go different ways, which means
We don't have to
like-
go different ways, but I don't see, like, what is our current goals? What are we trying to accomplish? Where are we heading?
I don't know. Like the reality is I don't know because I don't know. Everyone goes off and does their own meetings and I go and do group 6 and that's kind of where I'm at. So my head is going, give me a second.
She goes off and does meetings too.
My head's going, protect yourself, save your money, get yourself in a position where you can deal with things if you need to do on your own. 'Cause that's how I function. Because that's how I've always functioned. And that's not a guilt trip, that's just how it is. That's how it was in PD. Protect yourself, do what you need to do. Do everything so that you're okay.
Yeah, but why do you think we are gonna go away?
Because that's naturally what happens.
Why? Because it's happened previously?
Yeah, many times.
And you don't think we're any different?
I don't know.
Then what are your expectations? What?
I don't know. I don't know. You want me to be honest? That's it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know what is happening in the future. Like, I'm not choosing a group specifically because right now I don't want to either.
Mhm.
And that leaves. It doesn't mean that we're gonna leave. Like, if we, that's the reason we're talking. To see what at some point we're gonna have to figure out what our expectations are.
Yeah, but the reality is, Michael, you can have expectations because you know what the fuck you're doing. I don't. So I'm going into this blind, and that's not me having to go at you or say anything. That's just the fact is, you have a path because you have several paths you can go down.
And there's people
can
that are
go down
interested
them.
in you too, though.
Right. One group. Yes. Yeah. You're not hearing me. what I'm saying is that yes, I have a path, you have a path. But what I'm saying is it's an easier path for you than it is me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. It's easier for you to walk away and you will be fine. It's easy for you because you will have 3 other groups who still want you. I don't. I have 1. And that group almost also doesn't completely trust me. The other issue is that they're not going to let me. If I go in, I have to go in because I don't have the same reputation you do. I'm on a completely different playing field. What leniency you get, I don't get.
I don't think that's correct.
It
Especially,
is.
it's not. Especially if you choose to go with those people, it's not about leniency. Well, I do get your concern. And you're not, like, you are new to this because you've been with the PD for way too long.
And I lost the one person I did have literally 2 days ago. So, yeah.
Wait, who did she lose 2 days? Wait, what do you mean you lost the person you had 2 days ago?
I mean, what I wanted to talk to you about was the one person that I did have as a confidant who did listen to me at all times, I don't have anymore. Who did kind of understand this, and I could have this conversation with. And this is honestly, if we finish this conversation, this is the person I go back to now to like go through my head with. And they've gone because they've decided to, I don't know, go down a path that is wild.
Can I ask who? I have
Winston?
I was gonna say I have an assumption I know, but okay. So what did Winston do? Like what path did he choose?
It's kind of a long story. This is what I originally wanted to talk to you about, but
And you okay? If you don't feel like it, you don't have to. I'm not pressing you
no,
into
it's
it.
just it's not that. It's a long story, and I don't know if you have the headspace for it.
If I what?
I
Repeat.
don't know if you want to be. I don't know if you have the headspace for it after everything we've been dealing with today.
I think of all days. Today is the day I have the headspace for it.
Fuck. Okay, well, this is really vulnerable for me, and you just have to kind of go with it and listen, and kind of be human for a little bit with me, because this is hard.
Okay, I need to pee.
I don't know if you know how close I am with Winston, or was, should I say?
Pretty fucking close.
Yeah. Pretty fucking close would be a really apt way of saying it. I would literally tell Winston everything. I think you've seen before when I've said I'm fine to you, I've then turned around to Winston and said I'm not.
Shut up, Jen.
It's just because Winston was always really easy for me to talk to, someone I really, really got along with, and he always said the exact same thing, always did the right thing that I wanted to hear, and never but never lied. Like, he would just have a kind way of letting me down gently, and he just knew how to deal with me pretty well. But this started the day that you adopted Lolita. You kind of just have to, I know that none of this makes sense.
What?
You kind of just gotta go with it to understand my headspace, because it's kind of all adds up. I got asked out on a coffee date by Jay. You know that, I told you. After you went to bed, I went and
No, I'll hold it.
basically went and dressed up to see if I could dress smart casual for coffee. And I spoke to Winston about it because I explained that I'd never been on a date before, and I was nervous, and I've never dressed to impress anyone other than myself. So I was very kind of a bit psyched out. And he basically, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go on the coffee because I just wanted to be friends with Jay, and he basically talked me into it. Told me that I should try different people and see what I liked, etc. And I then went to bed. The next day, Jay never contacted me, but Winston did, and he was like, "How did it go?" And I explained that it never happened. That was the day I was with you and Reggie in the truck when we were going around doing campaign stuff. Winston was wanting to meet up with me, which is why I know we had to go meet with Dickhead, but he was kind of like, "I want to see you. Can I come pick you up? Wherever you are, I'll come pick you up." And like, not insistent, but kind of did want to see me. He picked me up and he took me to a coffee shop where he proceeded to have like a fake date with me or whatever, because he thought it was upsetting that I'd never been on a date before and he wanted to make that right. And I did the really nice thing of calling him sweet and him accusing me of friend zoning him off the bat. So that went really well.
Wow.
And then he, yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
Well, yeah, he's English, so I said, "Oh, this is really sweet," and he went, "You're fucking friend zoning me," and yeah, and he spoke about how he changed and he was a different person. Now I thought it was just him telling me he was a different person because he asked me like he was asking me about stuff, but he kept saying he was a different person now, and he changed, and then he started asking me about you, and obviously I was honest about things. And then obviously you called, so I was dropped back off. Now, this sounds dumb. It is relevant because it is relevant later on. Anyway, because I called him sweet and friend zoned him, I called him after the storm and was like, "Hey, do you want to do group 6?" And he was like, "Yes, let's go do group 6. Let's sort this out." And basically we got there and we had a good laugh about it. And he was like, "Don't worry, it wasn't serious." And he's like, "I know everything's fine between us." I was like, "Oh, good." So we started doing group 6, and he was kind of a bit of a drag. He was kind of being a bit sad all day. So I was asking like stupid questions about to kind of get him out of this funk. But then he wanted to play Ask Me Anything. During Ask Me Anything, he started to ask about what I was saving my money for. And he guessed that and I kind of played it off that I was just saving it for a rainy day. And he was like, "I'm guessing it's for a house." And I'm like, I didn't confirm it. And he's like, "I guess, he tried to guess the people that I wanted to live with, and I just, again, I didn't confirm it because Nick asked us not to. I was just like, nah, it's still just a rainy day. Maybe one day I'll buy a house. I played it off, but he was really
Because
wanting
Nick
to
asked
know
him
who
not
I was
to.
going to live with.
Nope.
We carried on playing, and I got to the point where I was like, "So, out of all the women you're seeing, because if you don't know, Winston's seeing a lot of women right now, which one is your favorite?" He said none of them, but he said that he enjoyed talking to a girl named Alice. And she's part of an NC that is anti-cop. They don't see the difference between a cop who's in the
If people
force and someone who's left.
don't
They're all just
know,
cops to them.
they're absolutely
And
clueless.
apparently, this MC had been putting their chest out, insulting the old BBMC because obviously they're full of ex-cops, and basically just being a nuisance. So he started talking to Alice, and he admitted that he started to manipulate her because he wants to ruin the MC from the inside out, and he's like feeding her false information. Whenever he spoke about it, his voice got really deep and kind of scary. And when I asked why he was doing it, he said he was doing it because it was fun and he wanted to bend her.
Oh.
And that he's only getting close to her to use her to ruin this MC. And when I told him that it was fucked up, he didn't care. He literally did not care. He said, "Who's going to stop me?" And he then told me not to be scared of him. And it was really weird because then he got a phone call and he switched to being like completely normal again, like it was nothing. Like it was really happy-go-lucky, just normal Winston again. But then he got off the phone and I asked him again, like, did he understand that like he may get hurt because of this? And he said he didn't care and this was all for entertainment.
So what she is...
It kind of reminded me of when I first met you.
Oh, fuck.
And how you used to talk. And then it got worse because I found out he's keeping notes on everyone. And I mean, not just note, like note. Let me grab this and send you a...
Okay. Is there more to it? Like...
More.
Hmm?
Bit more.
A bit more? Okay. I'm waiting before I say anything. Can I...
So you can show, but
No,
these are all people.
Yeah, it's not that. It's more like, can I pee before we continue?
Go ahead, go pee.
Thank you.
Oh my god, and your child butter, man.
I look, I was trying, okay? You can ask your demons.
I want to ask them.
Okay.
They always have the wrong information.
No, this one is probably right. Shut up, chat. Fricks. Okay, what is this?
These are people. Every single dot is a person. The ones on the outskirts are orphans who don't have any information. He doesn't have information about, but he knows who they are and has their number. You and I are on there. If you look to the bottom left of like the big clump,
Right.
and you see the light blue, like couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are us. He's been collecting information, going through. He said that it's to do with people who work with each other. Right now, so you connect through a really long line through a lot of people because of things like Mosley's. You attach to Dahlia and Mary and things like that. Though that's what he kind of said. It's through work. But right now, you're light blue because you're part of the government, because you're a mayoral candidate, and
What?
because I'm. What?
Does he? Well, obviously he knows I'm close with Dahlia, but he shouldn't know I'm close with Mary though.
I don't think it's Mary. I think I misspoke there.
Okay.
But he knows you're close to Dahlia. Like he even said that to me. He said if I wanted to put friendships down, there'd be a lot more lines. These are just people working together. So we're currently in the mayoral cluster. I'm attached to you because of me helping you
Give me
campaign.
a second. I'll have a bigger
But
picture.
he has this on this is just the starting graft.
Which one would be Michael in that
And
case?
he gets all this information from people talking to him and from them giving it. And I believe that I'm one of those as accidentally helped him fill these. I think I've accidentally helped him get all this information because I've never held myself back with him.
Well,
And I've never heard him the way that he was, Michael. He was terrifying, and I'm scared of him.
do you think he's using the information that you have talked to him about?
Yes.
Okay.
He pushed to know about who I was living with. He wanted to know who I was buying a house with.
So he's not. He's not the friend that you befriended. He's okay.
He told me he wanted to remake the Watchers. I don't know if you know what the Watchers are.
No, I have no clue.
Sorry,
No.
I don't know if you know who they were.
No.
The Watchers were a group from 5 years ago that basically were hidden in plain sight, and they would take pictures of events that people would hide, like that people would cover up or would pretend never happened, and they would post them on the dark web. So like, let's say you shot someone and nobody knew, and a Watcher was in the area, they may have got a picture of that, and then they would post it on the dark web so everyone could see it. And it was like it was like they had a picture of myself and Snow after we'd been to a meeting with somebody who was a CI. It was kind of like an I got you all the time from them. And he wants to restart that.
Yeah, but Nick is not connected to that many people, especially not right now.
The issue is that
It's Manny.
he's usually really receptive to me.
Hmm.
And this time he didn't care I was upset. In fact, I told him I was upset. I told him that I thought what he was doing was fucked. And instead he got in the group 6 fam and started humming.
Just tell him to fuck off.
He did. Then he sent me a text saying, "Please don't be afraid of me."
Yeah, that's making it real hard in the way that he's going about things.
Well, it's worse because I think he's been
The
manipulating
blue
me
dot
too
above the purple.
when it comes to you.
Wait, what? What blue dot above the purple?
So I don't know how. And the problem is, Michael, I trust him enough that if he continues to do it, I'm not gonna like walk away from him. Because I don't know if this is Winston. Like he kept saying he spent 5 years alone, and he pretty much said that he isn't himself anymore, and he's a new him. I don't know what that was that I was hanging out with, but that wasn't the Winston I knew. but I can't just turn my back on him because I don't know
Okay.
how much of that is Winston and not.
Right. I'm not okay. Even as much as I want to tell you not to fucking be around this guy, it's probably not going to happen. But if you do, if you're around him, if you want to see if you can, well, first of all, figure out what the fuck's going on with him. Just be careful, I guess. If he is using the information he's getting from you, that means he might just be using you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want
I just lost my best friend and confidant, but okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do because you are your own self. But be careful if you're around him in that case. Because if he's just using you at this point and he doesn't care what your opinion is, then that doesn't, like, what? Then what? He might use you for anything else and not care. If he's already using somebody else just to try and take down a group from the inside, then
Because he's bored and it's entertaining. I don't want anyone to fix it, but I just, as you said, information is knowledge, and he has a lot, and he has got a lot, and I'm probably the
I'm still
problem
unsure
part of
which
that.
one we're talking about. Well, I'm sorry.
Just sucks a little bit, but yeah, there you go. By a little bit, I mean a lot. It was soul crushing, honestly.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I'm not gonna go around spreading this. This is not for me to even talk about. So whoever, like, obviously, if you want to tell more people, then
I'm not. No.
okay. Did Michael have a scary voice too? He used to just be kind of monotone and not care. That's what he used to.
I was upset because I thought that I could have fucked up you guys as well. Because obviously I didn't hold back on anything I've said, apart from the house. So
I don't know if you want to test him.
what do you mean?
If we want to confirm that he's actually using you. That's on you if you want to do that. Go that route at all.
I don't know how I prove that though.
It's easy enough.
No.
Well, it would be easy-ish. If he's using you for information, he does. I'm assuming he trusts you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Aaron. So if you told him something that only you would have heard or know, and he puts that on his, I don't know. Why did he share this with you in the first place?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. This is the part of it is like he really bared himself to me too. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know, he wanted me to share in his vision. I don't know what his intention was. Like, I don't know, because it's been like whiplash with him. Like, part of me would have been like, maybe he just knows, like I'm his original mentor for investigation stuff. Like, that graph is my shit.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know if he was just showing me to be like, look at what I can do and look at what I've done all on my own.
We're dying. Do you have any water by any chance?
Yeah, I do. I have loads.
Okay, please.
I have sprung.
That's fine. I just need something. I'm
Got my order wrong.
dehydrating. So, who did you say was me on?
You are, so you're in the, so if you look, there's like 2 circles. You're in the first circle and you're in the bottom left, and you're one of the light blues.
Right. So
Not the really light blue at the bottom. Above that one, it's next, like, it's between the green and the dark blue in the inner circle.
Uh, wait. So it's above the orange.
Yeah, above the orange. One of them is me and one of them is you. And the people on the outside are called orphans. They're just people who he doesn't have a direct connection with yet.
Because he doesn't
Or he
really
doesn't know their
much.
direct connection.
Wait, you said he had connected me to Dahlia.
I think so. Well, he said that, yes, because he said this was a connection of jobs. People working who work together. And I think he's probably seen you down at Mosley's with her. Or actually, no, he talks to Dahlia. So Dahlia would have told him that he's close with Dahlia too. So I'm sure Dahlia's probably told him that she worked with you at some point and that you were helping with Mosley stuff.
I can't figure out which one would be me in that case. But
Neither can I. That's where we are.
yeah, no, it's fine. All right. Well, it's still worrisome. No, it's not that
Yeah,
confusing.
it's terrifying.
A color
This
is
is
a
one
group,
side.
and for circle is a person. This is gonna get messy though. Like if you really think about it, like if you have Michael and who he's connected to, he would be connected to a lot. But I'm assuming he's just connecting groups, and not people that know people.
Yeah, I spiraled when I found all this.
Yeah, no, I can see why.
When he told me all this, and then he was like, "Don't be afraid of me."
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up? All right. Well, if you do plan on talking or continue talking to the guy, just be careful.
I've already started talking to him again.
Huh?
I already started talking to him. This was 3 days ago, Michael.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you only just told me now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you talk to him, just be careful. Because if he also already doesn't care about your opinion on what he's doing, then
I don't know, because the text he sent back after I said, "I'm not afraid of you, but I don't think I know who you are anymore," he put, "I still have a hero complex that matters because I would still fiercely protect you. I have changed, so I had to, but I don't know if I believe him anymore because, as I said, he gets in my head about people, and I don't
call
know."
Obsidian. Why not be upfront with him then? Ask him if he used
Oh.
any of the information or used you.
Oh no, because he already said he did. That's how he made the connections.
Oh. Oh, okay. That just makes it worse.
The problem is, Michael, is that I don't know. I'm biased towards him because of my history with him. I'm always going to be biased towards Winston.
Yeah.
So I don't know when I'm talking to him if I'm being used or I am not.
Oh, Jenny, sometimes
So
you
it's
just
like I
need to
can't
cut your losses.
tell him anything.
Fucking.
But he's going to notice if I don't tell him stuff.
Hmm. I don't know if you care about my opinion, but like obviously, I don't know. I wouldn't say don't talk to him, but again, if you do, just be careful.
Mhm.
And if you're seeing any sorts of like signs that he's losing it even more, just kind of back off. But again, you're your own person. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do.
Mhm.
I'm just going to tell you my opinion.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I guess there's not much else we can do. If you want to... If you can't, just cut him off, I guess.
I mean, I cut him off. Who do I have left who actually deals with me? Realistically, if I cut him off, who do I have left who actually talks to me about like deeper stuff than just skin deep?
Well, I say you could talk to me, but usually I guess and then you're having deeper talks, it's also about me, so you probably couldn't talk to me.
No. Well, Well, sometimes
Mm.
come up occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
but he also twisted that as well, so that's not a good conversation.
He's also what now?
He twisted things about you as well, so
He said twisted things about me.
no, he twisted some
Oh,
thoughts I had about
twisted.
yeah, he twisted some things, so
On purpose?
I don't. It feels like on purpose. Okay, okay, all right. So I'm gonna be super vulnerable right now. If you fuck me over on this, I'm never speaking to you again. You understand?
Why? Why would I?
Because if you turtle on me right now, we're never speaking again.
Why would I turtle on you?
Because that's you. That's you in a nutshell.
Okay. I am not gonna turtle on you.
Okay. I didn't want to go on the date with Jay because he was your friend, and I didn't like the thought of all of those things interacting. And Winston basically talked me into saying that after 5 years, if you and I were still the same as we were 5 years ago, then I shouldn't care what you think and I should just get on with my life. He then talked me into this day with Jay. I went on the date. Well, I was going to go on it, and then Winston swooped in. And that to me just does not sit well with me because I feel like he kind of pushed me into that date knowing that Jay wouldn't sweep in and so that he could. And that feels really disingenuous to me.
All right. Well, I can tell you the conversation I had with Dahlia earlier.
Yeah.
Like after I fucking chewed her the fuck out, like everyone else, for being dumbasses. Like I'm not seeing that we couldn't go on a date. I don't see why that would be out of the realm of possibilities. I don't see why, if everything works out in the long run, that we couldn't at some point get married. Whatever the fuck this. But as I see things right now, and that's what I told her as well. Like people need to stop poking and prodding about our relationship
Prodding and interfering and pushing.
because it's our relationships.
No, but yeah, I know. I know.
It's
I said this in the
just how
tweet.
things are now. Again, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, but it's not in the cards right now. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we're focusing on getting back on our feet and making sure, you know, or at least that's how I see things.
Yeah.
Figuring things out, see where we're going, getting back on our feet, making money, everything in between. Do I like you? Yes. I don't know why people seem to think that they need to fucking force that down our throat with these weird things that they keep pushing. I'm just saying, like, right now, going on a date and all these things is just not really my focus.
Mm-hmm.
If you want... And I'm also gonna say, if you want to go on a date with Jay, that's
I didn't want to.
No, I'm just saying.
got
I'm
talked
just
into it.
no. I'm just saying. If you wanted to go on a date with Jay, that's not gonna upset me
That was
because it's not
basically my
fair.
response.
Okay, yeah, no, because it's not fair to just
yeah.
have you sit around just because I am focusing on other things right now.
Yeah. And that was my response. Well, that was the response that I had.
I know as a fact that if I went in on a date with you and anything more than that, I would fuck that up because my focus would be elsewhere. And I don't think that would be fair to you.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think you have a really twisted idea of my expectations, so I'm not going down that road.
I don't know. Maybe.
You have a really... I don't know what's happened to your head to think that I'm one of these people who, like, expects you to be there 24/7 on my ass.
I
That's
don't
the
think you
complete
are.
opposite of anything I would ever be like. As a person. In fact, I think I'm very, very quite the opposite. I think I'm
Reasonable.
annoyingly, yeah. I think I'm annoyingly not invested in bothering people. Yeah, it is what it is. Winston stuff is what it is. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to let you know. Like, I'm not saying that anything in the future is out of the, like, it's not in the cards. Just right now, I haven't pull the cards to even
I'm-
facilitate it.
Right. The issue is, Michael, on my side of things is that I'm just going to, because in my experience, and I'm going to be straight with you because I can be, you're going to always have an excuse.
Am I gonna always have an excuse?
No, you are going to. That's the point. Is that it's always going to be, always not the right time, or this is happening, or I've got to work with my gang, so I've got to do this, and that's why there's no pressure, and that's why I'm not putting anything on you, because I'm aware of how this works.
I don't think that's true. That means you're putting me in the same position as other people.
No, I'm just putting you in the same position as like what the expectations is. Like, reality is that you don't want that right now, and that is okay. You don't need to make excuses for it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it couldn't happen in the future. I'm just
Right.
seeing. I'm just looking back at how things were and how things were with Flossie as an example, and I wasn't nice to her back then, and how things. But I'm not putting you in like I'm not saying you are like her.
Mm-hmm.
She was also very lenient with me. But looking back, now, I wasn't nice to her, and I don't want to put you in a position like that, either. Or again, or now I need to be careful that I don't fucking minus 1,000 speech myself.
You already went there. I'm just letting you. I'm just letting you.
How did I go there?
Because without you even trying, even bringing up your ex and being like, "Oh, it's not good. Don't do it in the future."
But
And
no,
the poor woman.
by saying that I wasn't nice to her, I don't want to be like that to you. How is that bad though?
It's not bad.
No. At least I don't see it as bad. I don't know. Maybe I did minus 1,000 by saying that.
I don't know.
Like, I'm not comparing you to my ex. That is not.
No, I'm
also,
not. That's not what I said. I know
Okay.
you're not.
All right. I'm just because I don't see it in that case. By saying that I was a bad boyfriend back in the day, and meaning that I don't want to have that happen to somebody else again. I would say that is pretty.
Right. So draw a line over this and let's not, because as I said, to me, there's always going to be another excuse in my head, because that's how people are.
All right.
So
I'm not gonna keep pressing about it.
I mean, no, I hear you. You're good. You're not ready. Noted.
Mm-hmm. Good. Now it just became awkward. Well, if you keep talking to him, just be careful, okay? I
Be fine.
don't want you to get hurt, especially by
I'll be fine.
not by somebody that's used to be your friend.
I'll be fine.
All right. If anything happens, then tell me. Okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Jenny,
I don't
do you
understand how
need
that's
us
bad.
for something?
You can't bring up your
Why?
exes? Like, when the fuck is that even a thing? Like, it's 5 years